stay here any longer. Not now.
I was completely muted that entire time. I completely apologize. I just made such a wonderful, inspirational speech about being Star Wars fans and being so excited to once again gather in the night for another Star Wars drop. I'm so excited you guys are here. We have an interesting little show planned for you. I've made some new stuff up. I've got a friend here. We're going to be talking about anime and Star Wars and all that good stuff. I know some of my real sweaties in my community are here to back me up on this anime stuff because I'm not an anime guy, but we're gonna do anime tonight, and probably for the next month we're gonna be talking about anime stuff. So I'm excited for you guys that are anime dudes. I'm excited to watch some Star Wars stories. But without any further ado, any more jibber jabber, I'm going to bring in a friend of mine. You guys might know him. You may have seen him before. His name is Mr. Star Wars Obsession. What's up, brother?
Yo.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. Let's get ready to see some anime.
Yeah, we're watching anime. We're watching
Star
anime
Wars
on Xwing. Star Wars anime.
Too.
Something I have never had in my life. Now, they did release some stuff on YouTube. You've seen it, right? The TIE Fighter stuff. TIE Fighter versus X-Wing stuff. It was cool. I can't get over the eye stuff.
Resistance.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
They always cut around to a character and they go right into the eye.
Right.
I don't know what that is.
Anime.
Anime.
I mean, it's just
for
a
sure.
different. It's a Japanese style of shooting, so it's not,
Yeah.
or a Japanese style of art.
Right.
So it's not always gonna make a lot of sense to the American viewer, even though they've Americanized a lot of this anime. It's still not gonna make a lot of sense, especially some of the older stuff. You know, some of the stuff that wasn't dubbed. I mean, I remember Dragon Ball years and years and years ago before it was on Cartoon Network.
Right.
When you didn't have all this American dubs, you know, where you were you were watching a Dragon Ball with subtitles.
So you're a purist when it comes to anime then?
No, man, I just like all kinds of stuff, and I think it's a cool way of storytelling. You know, comic books are basically the same thing. Anime is just a live action comic book, baby, basically.
I hear you.
Like an animated comic book.
What's the word that's used for that?
Manga?
Manga?
Yeah, manga.
Manga. I
Manga,
should have brought
manga.
one of the super weebs in here to help me out with this because, well, I guess you're somewhat of a super weeb.
I mean,
yourself.
I'm not like as deep as like, let's go with, you know, maybe like ABJ or one of those guys that's like super
way
deep
into it.
in anime.
I gotcha. Okay.
I just feel like this is the big kickoff for what is going to be Star Wars year. So
You think this is
big-
it, or do you think Boba Fett's it?
I think this is it because I think this is drawing in all the people.
Ah,
that
the new
are-
crowd, huh?
Yeah. I think this
Okay.
is the let's call this the pregame tailgate party, if you will.
Okay, I like that. I dig that
This-
for sure.
This is the awakening, if you can call it anything, of the brewing of the fandom. You
Okay.
know, it's something new, and everybody's going to love or hate it. No one's going to be. The fandom is never in full agreement on anything. So, you know, this is this is one of those things that I feel like, whether you like it or hate it, this is the pre-game extravaganza to what is going to be the year of Star Wars.
Okay,
So
I like that.
I feel like Boba's, you know, the coin toss kickoff, but this is the
pre-show.
pregame festivities.
Okay,
you know?
I like it. I like that. This is the tailgate before the before the big show.
You know, if it were, this is the race before the race. so to speak.
I hear you. It's the early card. I like that. I want to take a minute real quick. I want to say hi to the chat because there's a bunch of people in here. I I don't. Godspeed, Super Beast. Meg, with a question mark. You talking about Star Wars, Meg? If she's coming on or not, she's not coming on for this. No, we will be doing a live stream eventually at some point soon. I hope so. I love that woman. But Bayou, obviously, good to have you here. Strike, what is going on, my good friend? Green Lantern, good to see you. Mando Mike, what is up, bro? Hey, Will, how are you, my friend? I am so glad that you're here. Thomas Bartoldi, I'm looking and hoping Vision has some great stories. I think there are going to be some good stories. I think it's going to be tougher for some of us who are used to the more Americanized storytelling, like Obsession was saying, for us to get into it. But I think if we just kind of put our stuff to the side and enjoy it, I think we're going to get some good Star Wars stories. Vori, my friend, it is good to see you in here. We were just hunting down some ghosts, crapping our pants, having a lot of fun with that. Lord Vito, welcome. Glad to have you, my friend. I'm glad you're here. I'm super excited for this. Mostly, I am really excited to watch it with you guys and have you in the chat kind of talking me through this stuff, because for me, I'm brand new to this. I think we had come up with a couple examples, Obsession, of stuff that I had watched that would be considered as anime, but really, I'm just like, I'm kind of new to this stuff.
I think that now let's say generationally, Gundam, Voltron, right? I mean, I guess technically this stuff could be considered anime. Is considered anime,
right?
And that's some stuff that
I feel like
people
Gundam's
may have
hardcore
watched.
anime, right?
What's that?
Isn't Gundam considered like hardcore anime? What's up, Darth Vader?
Gundam's pretty gangster. But yeah, I mean, that's some stuff that's pretty mainstream here in the States that people can translate into, that
Right.
people can get behind, and that they know a little bit, because that's the thing, is there's just a large population of the people. This is kind of a cult thing, this is a cult following,
Right.
kind of thing. So it's not really in the mainstream, and I think this is one way that it's going to kind of populate here in the US a little more and kind of resonate. And like I said, I think a lot of people are going to hate it. I'm going to be honest.
I'm waiting for the hate videos tomorrow morning.
I think there's going to be a ton of hate.
I might be one of them. You never know. Vito,
but,
you're in between Josh and Theory, but wanted to say hi. Man, I'm kind of honored.
I mean,
that I was on the bus list to get in there. Thank you, man.
Yeah. So, I kind of feel like there's not a large fan base, as far as the global market here in the States anyway. I think as a global, there's more fans, just because there's been a lot of stuff that's been around a long time.
Dude, Asia's a major market.
Right.
Obviously,
that's what I mean.
Disney wants their hands in there.
Well, and it's been, I mean, like I said, the Dragon Ball stuff has been around since the 90s.
Right.
So it's been around a long time. I just think that some people are like, oh, dumb cartoons, and I think this is going to drag a bunch of people into anime because it's Star Wars that's giving them a taste.
So, do we have I don't know if you have it on you, because I just went to Disney Plus and I'm not seeing anything yet. I was
looked
planning on doing like maybe 3 of them tonight, rolling through and checking them out. And I know some people like Bayou is just he's gonna trudge straight through to the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's going.
Are they releasing them all at once?
Yeah, it's a content drop.
Really? I thought it was going to be a weekly. That surprises me that it's a content drop and not a weekly, and they're releasing it on Wednesdays, because that's the same day they're doing What If. That's the new release, the weekly release date.
Right.
So I'm kind of surprised. I figured they would release it on Friday to keep it away from the Marvel madness.
So the weird part is, so episode 1 is The Duel, which I think is the one I was most excited for.
Yeah.
So I think I'm pretty stoked they're leaning that one in. But then it says there's 2 episode 2s, Lop and Ocho, Tatooine Rhapsody, and then episode 3 is Tatooine Rhapsody 2. So I don't know what's going on there, but I think those are some of the ones I was most excited for. I think Elder and the Ninth Jedi were some other ones I was excited. I don't know, this list looks all kinds of messed up. So I guess we'll see. X-Wing you hate? Neville? I don't hate. I just observe and report.
Yeah, like I said, I'm curious because I don't know if anybody really has the answer to that question. So I feel like that it could be a weekly drop. Did anybody, is that official? Did
Everything
anybody read
said
that
September
anywhere
22nd.
official? StarWars.com.
It's just what I pulled off of Google, but I mean, everybody I've talked to has said all at once, and I think I read a couple articles said it's all coming out at once, and a lot of people have said, no, I'm staying up from 12 until 6, and I'm watching the whole damn thing. But I think altogether, I want to say it's only like 2.5 hours of total content. So I mean, it's not like a huge undertaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Happy Plays, we are 19 minutes away from drop. We are like right there. Yeah, all dropping tonight. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to punch all the way through? Because I'm only going to go 3 and then I'm calling it.
I mean, really, I was just expecting the 1. I wasn't expecting an extravaganza.
I would hate all this pomp and circumstance for like 14 minutes. You know what I mean?
Are they that short?
Yeah, I think they're about 15 minutes a pop because I think
If they're 15 minutes a pop, I'll bang through the 3 with you and then I'll call it. But I didn't know that they were dropping the whole thing. I didn't know how short or long they were. I honestly haven't done, just like I was saying, I don't do much investigating on this stuff. I just want to see it as it comes. I don't want trailers. I don't want spoilers. I don't want none of that shit. Just give it to me the way it shows up on the doorstep.
Right. So I'm excited because I want to watch them, and then I want to take like a brief, like a just a few minute breather, really quick, and be like, short thought. What do you think? Okay, that's not what I expected. That was good, or damn, that was shit. Let's move on to the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't see them putting out shitty content is where I'm at. I may not like it. I just don't think it's going to be bad content. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that everybody has some expectations.
Right.
As we always have expectations when anything drops. And like anything else, over time, we develop our love or hate for it.
That's the business.
Whether that's deep founded and deep rooted, or it's just So we'll see what happens. We'll see what they give us. And like I said, I go into this with no pre-expectations, the same way I go into the only things I have expectations for are big, humongous things. You know,
I feel like
Kenobi
it's a lot
is
of expectation. I'm excited for, so like Tatooine Rhapsody, I'm excited for because they hinted at Bohemian Rhapsody, which obviously right off the bat, I'm a huge Queen fan. I love Queen. And they're mixing it in with the Mos Espa Speedway, right? So I'm excited for that. That's a callback to the prequels. Cool. I'm excited for that. It looked like they graphically put in pretty what's the word I'm looking for when you respect something?
Accurate.
Accurate. They definitely took into account what they saw in the prequels and then recreated it. So I'm excited for that.
Okay.
The duel, I think the black and white one, right? The duel, I believe, is the black and white one. I'm really excited for that, just because that looked absolutely visually stunning to me, and I know nothing about the story. But from a visual standpoint, I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, and I'm digging. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done any research. I've completely let this come at me in real speed. And so for me, I don't really know the names of any of the episodes, so I'm being a bad sweaty right now. But the one with the samurai taking out the red saber,
I believe that's the duel.
I think I'm most interested in that just because that is the most accurate to me representation of Jedi Sith, you know.
I gotcha.
So, and I feel like that's one of the reasons that Star Wars is so successful is they have 3 different things going on at one time, all the time. And the Jedi are very samurai, very Buddhist monk mixed samurai, and the Sith are the opposite. I mean, if you even look at like Mortal Kombat, right? And I really enjoyed the new movie. If you didn't, I don't want to get into it.
I liked it,
but it was it was similar to that. There's always, with the dark, there's a light counterpart. With the light, there's always a dark counterpart. And,
right.
I kind of, that's very samurai to me, and that's very Jedi to me, and that's kind of what I look at this particular story being like, is telling that story in this short little space.
Right. And that's the challenge, right? These stories have to be told in a very short amount of time, which can be tough when you're talking about trying to make, character development and things that matter to people when you have almost no time.
Yeah, I mean, 15 minutes is not a long time in television, and especially when you're telling this kind of story. I don't know how the action's going to be. I don't know how fast and fluid it's going to be. I don't know how the dialogue's going to go. Even if there's going to be some dialogue in some of these stories, it could be, all killer, no filler from Jump Street. So it just depends on how they do this. Like I said, I'm very intrigued at the storytelling, not only the Star Wars content that's coming with it and the cool stuff we're going to get that is, going to give us stuff to argue and talk about for time to come, but I'm really excited to see how these Japanese studios storytell Star Wars in this macro view, right? In this macro time that they have. Right. It's just such a blip to tell so many great stories. So I'm really interested to see how they do it.
Well, and Bayou brings up a good point, man. Anime is the best at short storytelling. I think also yes, but also no. I mean, I was in the community today listening to, I think, Crit talk about One Piece, which has like a total watch time of something like 10 days or something ridiculous like that. I mean, if they want to flesh out a story, they're going to flesh it out.
There are some really long movies, but if you look at, I don't want to say, again, I don't want to classify anything, but if you look at the stuff that is most popular here in the US, right? You look at that stuff. You're looking at Dragon Ball. Those are not long episodes.
Right.
You're looking at Gundam. Those are not particularly long episodes. So I feel like anime is great at short time storytelling, but there are those 2.5 to 4 hour anime movies that are vivid and awesome. And then there's the ones that take days.
Right.
So I feel like it's a mixed bag, but for the most part, anime is great short timeline storytelling.
Yeah.
I mean, it basically like living a comic book is how I look at it. And comic books very few comic books are this thick. You know what I mean? Very few comic books make it past page 50, let's call it.
It's like 100 frames.
Yeah, right. And that's what I mean. It's like it when you break it down, most anime stories are very much the size of a comic book or the read of a comic book. They're not the novel that is some of there are a couple really long comic books, but that's not the norm.
Yeah, I have one from Darth Weavin, actually, the Legacy.
Yeah.
It's a novel, man. That thing is thick. He's like, "Did you read it yet?" I'm like, "I haven't even read a comic for
I honestly think
years."
There should be a different name for that style of anime. I think it should be like Anime Plus or Anime Pro, or there just definitely needs to be a subtext to it, because it is an anime novel is really what those are. They're not short comic style anime. They're quite extensive long novels.
Yeah, I know Bayou's going to be the guy in the chat tonight just defending the crap out of anything that I have to pick apart. He's like, no, that's different though. That's an epic. The point is, it is a long story. It's a shonen made for you. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, okay. And so like that's what I'm saying is that there are.
So this is what they're used to. This is their wheelhouse, really.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun. I mean, it's and everybody before this for the last 6 months has been up in arms about, oh, it's not canon. Oh, it's going to just sit back and enjoy it. This is the pregame show. This is pregame drinks with your friends. This is, hanging out and having a good time before the game gets going and
I
the
think
kickoff
some people
starts.
might take offense to that.
And that's when the big shows are coming. The big shows is the game.
Yeah.
Like this is the pre-show, So sit back, relax, don't take it so serious, enjoy it, and it's gonna be a fun ride.
I think a couple people are taking this very seriously, but in a different way than you and I are talking about, and an interesting conversation topic in chat. I'm interested to hear what you have to say. One of the really interesting questions that was going on in the Discord today was, what is more Star Wars? And you would have found me actually defending the sequel trilogy. What is more Star Wars, this or the sequel trilogy?
Yeah.
And how do you even define that?
Well,
What's up, Josh?
Here's the thing, and this is, and I'll take my licks for saying the truth, because I'm not really the type to just blow smoke. The sequel trilogy is a thorn in the side that is what it is. But there have been people that said, well, that's not my canon, and that's not my Star Wars, and that's not my story. Get over it. It is your story. It's the story.
Right.
That's it.
Without the council.
Wrap it in a bow, stick it under the Christmas tree, call it a day, right? It's Dunsky's, right? This is not canon. They've already said they wanted to give independent storytellers an opportunity to share their vision of Star Wars, and that's why it's called Vision, because it's their thing. It's not supposed to be an alternate universe. It's not supposed to be an alternate timeline. It is literally an opportunity to have some fun, I think.
Right.
And I think that's how we, the fandom, should take this, right? It is not the sequels, right? Everybody's expectations of the sequels were so personal.
It's really not like a question about the sequels and if they're Star Wars. The question really is more like, what is more Star Wars? It sounded better in the debate this morning, but I mean,
more Star Wars is obviously the sequels, just because they've already said that this is more fun storytelling.
Right. So that was my thought. But average right off the bat is like, it's way more Star Wars than the sequels are. I'm like, I don't want to talk about the sequels, but that poses an interesting question, right?
This is,
from a creator standpoint. How about that? From a creator standpoint.
Because at the end of the day, this could really piss people off. Right?
Why, though?
Fandom be damned. The studio obviously greenlit it, whatever, but the fandom could literally light the House of Mouse on fire tonight, right? If they really hate it. If it's just really not something that they're interested in. It could really turn people off, right? I think it's gonna be great, but I think it's a risky move. It's a risky thing to launch it on a same day as What If, that's already got 3 or 4 weeks of traction.
Right.
So they're making, there's a show I worked on years ago, and they did a really cool thing one time. Like one time they pulled their head out of their ass and they did something really awesome. And they made all these little changes at the same time. And so no one could really find the show. Right? There's a really great change to it. But no one could find it, so the ratings sucked. And that's what I worry about with this.
It's an exposure issue.
That's that's always a thing with Disney. They're a money-making machine, and they print their own money, and sometimes gambles don't pay off. Obviously, Black Widow, they kept that in the can too long.
Right.
And it, so to speak, I don't want to say it was a bad movie, but in terms of food, it went bad on the shelf.
Yeah.
Past its expiration date, and they put it out, and it made, did what it did. But if they had released it when it was supposed to be released, it would have been epic, right? It would have fit right in.
Isn't this the perfect time to release this, though?
What's that?
Isn't this the perfect time to release this, though?
But for Star Wars, yes. I just feel like putting it on a Wednesday at the same day that everybody's talking about the Marvel stuff.
Weird timing.
This weird timing, new nights, right? We're used to Fridays for Star Wars, so everybody does their Thursday night gatherings, getting ready for the weekend. And then we mull over it on the weekend, and then we boom bang into it the next week on the previous episode. And this kind of throws everybody's game off a little bit as far as the content creators here. And then
they're always after YouTubers, man.
And then the viewers are like, whoa, it's on Wednesday. Shit, that's Marvel Day. Which do I watch?
Well,
right.
That's the thing is, we've got council tomorrow, and it's like, do we expect everybody? Because I'm going to be talking about this stuff tomorrow. Do we expect everybody to have this stuff watched?
Exactly.
Within the day?
Right. And that's kind of that's kind of my point, is that it came out before on Friday. We gave everybody the weekend to get through it. Now it lands in the middle of the week, and when is it okay? Do we wait till the weekend? Do we wait till Monday? Like, it's kind of a weird thing for us to at the same time. And then the average viewer is like, oh, Marvel's on, or something new on Star Wars. Well, this has been kicking ass for 4 weeks. Let me just watch this first, right? So it's just a lot of weird adjustments.
Yeah. And that was something that was going on in Josh's Discord this morning. I was kind of watching as he was piling by. He's like, well, so we're going to do a watch party for this. And then we're going to do a watch party for that. And then another day we're going to go through and finish all that. It's like, holy cow, man. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt.
For those guys, it adds a huge layer. For the guys that are doing multiple IPs, it adds a huge layer of inconvenience because everything's on the same day. And you have to allocate your resources to what's gathering more trend right now, right? Because that's the wave that they're riding.
Yeah.
They're riding the daily news, the weekly show algorithm wave, where you and I are just literally shooting craps here.
You're not wrong.
We're
here for fun.
So they're counting cards and we're playing roulette. And that's just it, really. And so that, I think that kind of messes with some people's algorithm game, because they have their editors doing this on Wednesday, this on Thursday, this, getting ready for Friday. That's Star Wars, and then they turn it back around. Okay, here we are Friday. And I think that's just, you're going to see things be slower, I think, with your content creators. So people, be patient with these guys. Not everybody has a team of guys on staff that they can say, hey, put that on hold and jump on this. So be patient. Even with the big content creators, there's going to be a little bit of slow moving for your favorite IP to get your information. So chill the F out if it's not up 15 minutes after the episode airs. But yeah, I think that's going to be something also, is we as the viewers of these guys' content are going to be chomping at the bit to get that content, because it's going to be slower getting. Now, for us that just do Star Wars, that's a horse of another color. We can jump right in head first, maybe get the scoop on some of these bigger guys. But yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna just take a little bit longer because they have more stuff to cover.
Yeah, for sure.
More views, but also twice as much work on the same day. So,
all right, guys. Well, we're gonna take a short little break. I'm gonna go use a little men's room, and as soon as we pop back on, dude, it's gonna be time. It's gonna be time. This is a whole new thing for me, man. This is a whole new thing for me. So,
what's that? Oh, anime in general?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Go to little boy's room.
All right,
I'll
be back
in 3 minutes.
Just shortly. That's totally the wrong screen. What the heck am I doing? Oh, jeez. That's kind of funny. Okay, let me turn this down. I'm still working on this whole OBS thing.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's all good.
I'm
still refreshing.
That's the right one? I mean, that's not any good either. Let's just move it to start. Okay, we'll see you in a minute.
Epic.
All right, ladies and germs. You guys ready to go? I'm going to wait until we got Obsession back, and then I'll pop us into the... Oh, man, it's midnight. You ready?
Go. It's up. It's up.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess they did drop the whole Mother Hubbard.
Yep. Let me drop this. Drop this music off. Oh, my God, it's time to go.
Are we actually watching this with, like, full-blown audio?
No.
Or are you just running a ticker?
I'm not even going to run a ticker. I'm just going to say 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to go. I'm going to watch the chat.
Okay.
It's not showing up for me yet.
I don't know how I'm going to do this, because I can't... How am I going to do this without playing the shit on
Just
air
mute
and
yourself.
still hearing?
I don't
Okay,
have it yet.
I have it. It's there.
What the...
I'm looking at it. Go back to the homepage. It's on the homepage. It's not on the Star Wars page.
Can you see? Oh, you can see it. Okay. I was going to say, the stream can't see my...
Here, look. That's
Can't
where
see
I'm
my
at.
diggies, can it? Okay.
That's where I'm at.
All
right
right. Holy snaps. Holy scramolies. All right. I am paused up. You guys ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I'm ready.
In 3, 2, 1, go. New Star Wars content. Let's go. Okay. All right. God, it's totally going to play audio through.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think that you should totally pull the YouTube fader all the way down and then push the green.
I got it. I already feel like I'm watching something from like 1930. Yeah, what up, AD? Loving the sound design already.
This village. Or did your father run away and leave you in You can't.
I love the little straw hat
Right.
R2D2, man. Yo!
Alive.
The boss right there?
Your
R2? Can you hear me talking on this? Okay, I added my other microphone so I didn't have to keep muting my stuff. I don't know if I hate it or if I love it. Dude, the saber sounds are just... Oh. That's a play on Duel of the Fates. Oh man. Oh. A little gonk droid in the background. Oh, he's a hunter. All right, I'm gonna have an absolute field day talking over the sound design with Mr. Nerds.
Yep.
I was pleasantly surprised. I knew I was gonna like that one. That's the thing, right? Now we're moving.
Sure.
Now we're moving into sketchier territory with number 2.
Sure.
I think he's more Ronin. He has no master and takes no sides. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. That was not bad. That was not bad. I would tell you that much. But I knew I was gonna like this one. This next one's gonna be a lot more anime, right?
I think you're not going to like the later ones. I think these are going to be the next one you might not like as much, but then the last one you want to do is the twins. And I think you'll like the next 2 or 3. Yeah, there's a couple. Oh, are you jumping already?
Well, no, I was just getting it ready.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me get it.
Getting ready.
Are you,
Gotta
at
make sure
are you
everybody's-
going to 0?
Yeah,
you
I'm going to
starting
0.
from zeros?
Yeah. I'm going to 0. Making sure everybody has time. Next one is going to be sketchy for sure, says Strike. Okay. Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, look, I was happy with that one. So
Yeah, I mean, that definitely wasn't what I was expecting, but that was equally fantastic. And yeah, that was actually really awesome.
all right, we're gonna give
That
the
studio
chat,
gets an A plus.
We're gonna give the chat just a couple seconds here.
Yeah, that studio gets an A plus. 2 thumbs up from that one. That one was really good.
The sound design on that one was the big one for me.
Yeah, the sound design. I mean, the storytelling. That's what we were talking about earlier. The ability to tell that story in 15 minutes,
Quickly and concisely.
right?
Yeah,
And get the point across. Get in, get off, and get out.
for sure.
Right. So yeah,
Okay,
that
guys.
was huge. That was a home run in my opinion. That
liked
studio nailed it.
Okay, moving on to the next one here. Now, this one is called Tatooine Rhapsody. We're going to start that one in 5 and a 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Coruscant? Sick saber. Starting off rough. Mm. You did not just punk Boba. Give me that slave one. Yes. I'm shocked this is the Boba episode. Bad call, kid. That's sick. Gross. This is bad, bro. Yeah, I gotta put Obi-Wan's hut in this. Kill him. Kill all of them. Please, no. No more songs. No more songs. Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
that was definitely one of them.
Okay.
That was the Boba episode that we were all
Yeah.
looking forward to.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one that they sold y'all on.
Yeah, that was the one that got us.
That's the one that brought you in.
Okay. Well, I'm a little shook after that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Uh, we're gonna give it one more go, though.
It's all right. There's only 3 of us in here.
I was gonna say Bayou and Stryker are
I
the only dudes hanging out. So
I think that episode was like everybody's like, I'm going to bed. Click.
yeah, there's just like 12 people in here, and then after that,
That
it was
was
like,
awesome. The Boba stuff was the best part of that whole thing.
yeah, it's just fucking cringeworthy.
That's awesome.
Okay, our 2 friends. We got one more to go
Yeah,
here
now we got
tonight.
one more. We got 4 now. There's 3. There's 3 more people. Green Lantern's back.
Hey, Green Lantern, what's up?
He said I had to go. I had to go take a crap real quick.
They say
That was
chibi is
awful.
always me. What the hell is chibi?
That was hilarious. Why? I think I enjoyed watching and hearing your reactions more than I enjoyed the whole thing. Like
That was not
you
my
turned
speed,
you
bro.
turned a lightsaber into a
Microphone, and I
microphone.
almost vomited. Yeah, I was
Like
not into that one.
I'm a sound guy, right? I like microphones, but I don't like microphones made out of old lightsabers.
All right, let's just get this over with. All right, last one on the way. This one's the longest, 18 minutes.
All right.
Get
I think
ready to
this is the
start.
twins, so you might like this one. This one's actually pretty good. We got 5 people in here now, so
Okay, all right, here we go.
Count it down.
1, 2, 3, go. Seriously deflated after that last one. Okay. Oh, where all characters looks like kids. That's what Weeby is, or Chibli, or Chibi. That's a Star Destroyer. I know that shape anywhere. Definitely don't know. What the I quit. I quit. Alright, I'm excited for it. Let's go. Oh, for sure. The triangle mouth. I don't say it. I knew you were going for it too. Lame. Sorry. Hanging out in space, no worries. How come his hair's see-through? Strike, breathing is overrated anyway. Yeah. Yo, shapeshifter, what's up, homie? We're trudging our way through. I guess I could put the audio on.
How come you can see it and not I? Why?
I don't have the answer, but the one thing I do know is that if you use the power of the Kyber Crystal, as I have foreseen in the vision...
Surely that cannot be the reason you stole it, to save me?
Yes, that's correct.
I fear death?
No, don't! Do this! If you use that crystal, its power will end up completely engulfing you! do.
She had a lightsaber in the heel of her boot. Oh.
This crystal is just...
And you're free to choose your own destiny! Punch it!
Oh, you got holdoed. The humans don't have helmets on, but the fucking droids have spacesuits. Put your glasses on. We know it's non-canon, Caleb. We're just razzing. All right.
I don't understand why the droid had a helmet on.
The
And
only
the people
reason,
didn't.
Caleb, we were poking at that is because it's funny that the humans were outside in space, like, totally fine, and then the droids got a fishbowl. Like, what the fuck are you guys? I didn't get it. Okay, hold on, let me mute this real quick.
Wow.
Sorry, I had two inputs going. Yeah, so want to talk about it or
Strike. Oh man, that was okay. All right.
how's the tailgate, bro?
I mean, you know, you get drunk at a tailgate and fall down before the game, take a nap.
You can't like bring me in hot and heavy like that on the first one and then just absolutely like
Wow, that was awesome.
ruin me on the next two.
That was pretty solid, man. That was pretty that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I got to be honest.
Strike's happy.
This isn't about you.
That's hilarious. Strike happy.
Strike's not happy.
He's losing his mind. Yeah. The twins episode.
I think there are just small things that take me out of it, right? Which is why I'm like not good at anime. So like stupid small things that bother me. Like, how is your hair transparent? How do you have transparent hair?
How does the droid have to wear a bubble helmet and no one else does?
And Caleb brings up a good point. Like, why are you even bothered about it? Just let it go. But at the same time, I don't know.
It's
Stupid
fun.
shit
It's
like
just
that
funny.
I don't know. It takes me out of it. I don't know.
I was cool with her doing that because she had the suit.
She had the Vader
and
suit on. Yeah.
like the
For
suit
sure.
worked, but once he's like, I'm not wearing my suit anymore. Like, and then he survives hyperspace outside of the ship.
Just
Shit has gone bananas. Just straight bananas.
Number
I don't-
one was epic. Number one was cool. It felt like a grounded Star Wars story. Like, okay, yeah, it's definitely got some flavor on it, for sure. Definitely got some flavor on it, but that felt like a Star Wars story. The other two were just like,
Well, and the umbrella was
What?
dope. Once you
I
broke
barely
down,
even noticed the umbrella.
the umbrella saber was really dope, especially after they broke it down, right? After you broke down she pulled the saber out of the hilt, so to speak, the extended hilt that was the umbrella. That was pretty rad. I'm behind all that. That was rad.
Yeah.
Well,
They're what, 9?
yeah, 9.
30% through, and it's about a 70% failure rate for me so far. But I was super happy with the 30% for sure.
I'm sad for you guys that the Boba appearance was such a flopperoonie.
Yeah. Well, no, the Boba was cool. It was just cool having Tem. That made me happy. Just having
Right.
Tem pop in and be a
No,
voice.
but I mean, like, I think you guys I expected a more.
Oh, I wanted a Boba episode.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
what you guys were expecting, and I think that he was just a pawn in the Jabba game.
Well, the 2 scenes that we got with Boba were the 2 scenes that we got in the trailer.
Correct.
Minus
Well,
a
and
little
what-
bit of Slave
but what-
1.
Now, what have I been telling you guys?
Don't watch the trailer. Shut the fuck up. I
Don't
wanna fucking
watch
hear that
the
right now.
trailer,
I don't wanna hear
right?
that right now.
Stop.
It's 1 o'clock
watching
in the morning.
trailers.
I'm pissed off.
Stop watching the damn trailers. The trailers are gonna ruin it for you. They give you the best stuff in the trailer, and then you're like, "Oh, well, that was the best part of the whole thing."
All right, I want to hear from whoever's left. I think we got a couple of people left in the chat. Give me 1 through 10. What's your impression on the first 3 episodes? 10 being the best, 1 being I'm not even gonna watch another one. I'm interested to hear. I'm probably at like a solid, probably 4.
I'm giving it middle ground. I'm giving it a 5.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna watch the rest out of pure
the first
curiosity.
episode was super dope, but the second one was kind of hokey. So that's all I'm gonna say, hokey. And then the third one was pokey. So it was a little fun battle scenes, brother sister battle scenes. I thought that was kind of cool. If you set the backdrop on a planet instead of on 2 ships, then I think it works. But I think that them fighting on top of the ships is kind of silly. I do like some force vision, so to speak, of the future. I kind of dug that whole thing. I thought that was a cool force ability they threw in there.
I'm at the point where the 3 episodes I was most looking forward to were Tatooine Rhapsody, the Duel, and the Boba Fett episode. Now that's all over, so the rest of it for me is just like.
I think Village Bride will be pretty good. I think Ninth Jedi will be pretty good.
Whatever the bunny rabbit one is probably gonna make me
think
really
you're
mad.
gonna hate TOB1. That's the Astro Boy episode 6. I think you're gonna hate that one. I think the Elder might be pretty rad. I think Lop and Ocho might be pretty rad.
Being incredibly stoned makes it 100 times better, dude. If I was high, I would be way into it, but I'm not.
I do think the Bunny one and the Astro Boy one are going to turn you off, but I think there's a couple of good. I think the season finale looks pretty rad. I don't even know how to pronounce that without messing it up. Akiari. I don't fuck it. I think the last episode looks pretty dope. It looks like Jedi and Sith Shogun, based on the description. So yeah, I think you're gonna dislike maybe 6 and 8 the rest of the way through, but the rest of them look pretty good.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna chug through them because it's Star Wars content sanctioned by Lucasfilm, so I have to. Just like if they made another Rey story, I would have to watch the whole thing. But
yeah, you would.
Yeah, I'm just. I don't want to be mean because this isn't something that I.
You can be mean.
It's not.
Who says you can be mean?
I don't want to be fucking mean. I mean, the whole reason I did this was because I've got people in my community who love anime, and I'm trying to bridge that gap, and I want to try. You know what I mean? But that was fucking awful for me.
The artwork wasn't bad. I like the art of the third
number 3
one.
was
Twins.
trash. Number 3 was awful. That was effing terrible.
It was better than number 2. I don't like that little kid. Everybody looks the same.
I felt like it took way more skill to draw 2 than it did 3.
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
I think 2 played very 2-dimensional to me, and 3.
See what I know about this shit? Nothing. I know nothing about this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I preferred the artwork on 3 to 2 just because I don't like that everybody's got the big eyes in episode 2. Right?
So
like
did they in
that
3.
whole...
They were so big that their eyes actually shone through their
No,
hair.
but like Jabba and Bib, their characters in 2,
Jabba and Bib had little pea-ball eyes.
Yeah, I wasn't behind that. But this is the style. I mean, the first one was not the rest of them are going to be a different style. So, like I said, I think you're probably going to like 7 and 9. I would say you're probably going to really enjoy those.
I think episode 2 and 3 did what the sequels did for the prequels for number 1. Like 2 and 3 were so bad that it made number 1. I'm just like, that's the fucking coolest Star Wars cartoon I've ever seen.
But that was pretty rad.
It was rad as hell, man. That chain gun going off, all the sound design, like everything about 1, I was way into. One
is really awesome.
In fact, I want to go back and I'll watch the playback. I want to watch my face through 1 and then my face through 2 and 3. I just see like because I think I had my hat up and I was like rubbing my eyes in 2 and 3, just like I had gotten pepper sprayed. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't like
it's yeah, I think I'm hoping that the next the ninth Jedi, the daughter of a lightsaber smith is pursued by dark forces while on a dangerous mission. That sounds awesome.
Right.
Village bride, a Jedi on the run, takes a unique custom of remote village under the threat of a warlord. That sounds kind of cool. Like I said, I think you're gonna dislike Cybernetic Boy. I think you're gonna hate that one. Dreams of being a Jedi. You're gonna hate that one. A Jedi and his Padawan pursue a dark and powerful presence. That's the Elder. You're probably going to like that one. Family torn apart by what to do when the Empire approaches their planet. That's the bunny one. You're going to hate that one.
Oh, I promise you I will.
You're going to hate that one. I hope that one has the best story out of all of them.
And like, people are like, well, and that's the thing. It could have a great story, but here's the thing. Like, bestiality is like a thing in the whole weeby thing community. It's like, look at this human that's dressed like a cat.
I was gonna go much further and talk about like the squid tentacles anime shit. Oh no, shush, don't start. What are you playing? What are you playing for? You push play on you. Get out of here.
Are you gonna run another one? I'm not going to. Like, I'm good.
No. I'm gonna save him. I think I'm gonna save him for the morning.
Yeah, I think it was enough for me, man. I think it's enough for me tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be absolutely miserable because I got 3.5 hours of sleep in front of me.
Yeah.
And then, a 12-hour day. And then
cancel. I feel you. And then rinse, recycle, repeat.
And we got council. I hope everybody who's here, I know everybody who's here is going to tune in for Boomer Council, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Do your exit. Let's get out of here.
I have a outro song I'm going to play forever for now. It's a victory celebration from the Ewoks. And that's it. It's going to be it from Xwing. I'm tuning out for the night. Thank you so much, Mr. Obsession, for being here. Thank you so much for all my homies from the community for staying with me through that unbearable experience. We got 2 more of these coming, so I hope you guys join us. That's it. Have a good Wednesday. All
Wednesday.
Right.
Midweek.
Thank you, Obsession. We will see you tomorrow, my good friend.
Yeah, man. Later.
All right, brother. That's the wrong screen again. It got rid of all my screens, bro. It literally got rid of all my screens.
Oh, yeah.
There's the right one. Got it. All right, everybody. You guys have a good night. I'm gonna have to figure out this OBS crap tomorrow. I spent like 1.5 hours trying to make screens today. Apparently, I ruined a couple of them. That's fine. But
all good, man. It's all part of learning.
Have a good night. May the Force be with you.